It's Amy from littledragonbaking.com, and today I'm giving you a few tips to help package up your cookies in an attractive gift box. This may seem really simple, but there are a few common mistakes that I want to make sure you avoid. So, first, I usually buy a set, and if you can find one with a little sticker, it actually really helps elevate it and make it look a little more polished. One tip I have is when I first got this set, I was putting the sticker right in the middle of my clear window, and it actually takes away from the baked goods. So now I move it down to give a more clear view of what's inside the box. It sounds really simple, but I really preferred it once I started moving it down because the show is really the baked goods. That's the other reason that I also recommend using a corner wrap. I love adding a ribbon to my box, especially if it's a gift. It really does add that kind of special flair. And when I was doing it around the middle, again, that big old bow is beautiful, but it blocks your view of the baked goods. So I found YouTube videos showing me how to do the corner wrap, and I really prefer it for this type of package. The second thing I do is I take one color and then I add a second ribbon, and what I do is this actually serves, I wrap my second color around the center of my bow so that I know that bow is not going to come undone, and I tie this in a double knot. That kind of makes that bow more secure when you have that second ribbon around it. The other thing for this video specifically, I left a few of these uncurled to show that it really does look unfinished, and it's really worth using your scissors and you just run them on the inside, the blade on the inside, and it'll curl it right up. And I have one here, and it's a really quick way to kind of give it that polished look. So I highly recommend that. The last tip I have for you, for those of you who are going to do this type of packaging, is make sure to line your boxes with something. I use parchment paper. Earlier, I was running out of the house and left these unfinished, and unfortunately, because I was in a rush, I didn't line my box before the cookies went in. You can see I've since put parchment paper in, but I wanted to show you what happens if you don't put that liner. You can get these really unattractive grease spots. Look at that. It can really ruin a gift when you don't realize until you're about to leave the house. So please remember to line your boxes. I use parchment paper. Another thing, I did this on purpose so you could see, is remember to trim your parchment paper so it doesn't flop over like that. You want those cookies to have a nice clear view, and doesn't that look a little silly with that parchment paper flopped over? So if you want a nice clean professional presentation and you line it with parchment paper, take a few minutes and just trim it and make sure that it only sits right up to here so that it can't fold over into your nice window. You want that to just be cookies. So those are a few tips for when you have cookies you want to give as a gift. This is a really great way to package them up, and a few tips just so you don't end up with those grease spots or end up blocking that beautiful view of your cookies. I hope this helps anyone who's looking to give some cookies as a gift. It's a really great way to make it look polished and a lovely presentation. Add a few ribbons, add a few stickers, and you're good to go.